And now, if you don't mind, we're going to get to the news. When asked in a new interview with 60 Minutes if he has plans to run for a third term, President Trump said that he doesn't think about it, but added, quote, "A lot of people want me to run. Maybe, but just because a lot of people want something, it doesn't mean it's good for them." When asked in the same interview why he pardoned Binance founder Changpeng Zhao, President Trump told CBS News correspondent Norah O'Donnell, quote, "Okay, are you ready? I don't know who he is." Wait. That's why you pardoned him? Let's face it, if he was a criminal, I would know him. President Trump also showed CBS News correspondent Norah O'Donnell a printed out list of 8 international conflicts he's claimed to have ended, but I don't think it's accurate because at least one of them was definitely ended by Kendrick. During the same interview, President Trump said that he'll be involved in Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's corruption trial and added, quote, "He's under trial for some things." And who wouldn't want a little legal help from someone who says under trial? It's worse than on trial. It's under. You must have done something really bad, baby. If you're on. President Trump hosted a Great Gatsby-themed Halloween party on Friday at Mar-a-Lago. And look, there's a lot you can say about this. It's tacky, it's tone-deaf when SNAP benefits are set to expire. But also, let's not ignore, there's no way he's read The Great Gatsby. If they were theming it after something he's read, they'd be dressed as the last issue of Maxim. During a Halloween event last week at the White House, President Trump took a photo with a child in a Donald Trump costume. Of course, that might have just been Lindsey Graham. You want a Kit Kat? Donald's made. President Trump and First Lady Melania handed out full-size candy bars to trick-or-treaters last week at the White House, which sounded great until they got the invoice. President Trump yesterday repeated his criticism of a new NFL kickoff rule aimed at reducing player injuries and said that it, quote, "takes the pageantry and glamour away from the game." Yeah, that's why we watch football, for the glamour. I love that Trump fans have to pretend that's a normal thing to say, even though if their son said it, they'd be like, "I have no son." The New York Marathon was yesterday, so at least someone in New York is good at running. That's right. Yesterday was the New York City Marathon, and more than 55,000 runners participated. Or as Fox News reported it, thousands flee New York ahead of Mamdani victory. Today was election day. We tape early, so we don't know who won, but we do know who lost. And we all lost a little bit not having him around. New York City elected a new mayor today. Eric Adams will go back to his first job, insisting he's on the list. CNN has published a profile on New York City Democratic mayoral nominee Zohran Mamdani's wife. So bad news, lady, he's married. And even worse news, Cuomo isn't. After President Trump posted on Truth Social over the weekend that the Defense Department must prepare for possible action in Nigeria, Secretary Pete Hegseth replied to Trump's post and said, quote, "Yes, sir." Gross. You guys are like those couples who wish each other happy anniversary on Facebook. It's like, don't you live together? Why are you dragging us into it? The artificial intelligence company Anthropic reported recently that its most advanced AI systems are starting to become introspective, so they're already more advanced than AI executives. Sotheby's has announced that it will auction off a sculpture of a solid gold toilet titled America, though I don't know if that's fair, since the toilet actually works. Authorities in Texas were recently called to a Spirit Halloween store after a pet monkey escaped from its owner and was swinging from the rafters. Luckily, they had a plan. And finally, a Mississippi mom fatally shot a monkey. A lot of monkey news. This one, it didn't work out as well for this monkey as the one in Spirit Halloween. If you're a monkey and you're get lost in a Spirit Halloween. There's a better chance. And finally, a Mississippi mom fatally shot a monkey last week that escaped from an overturned truck whose driver mistakenly told authorities that the primates were infected with COVID-19 and various sexually transmitted diseases. She's being charged with trying way too hard to get into a monologue joke. Well, yesterday was Election Day, and Democrats won governorships in New Jersey and Virginia. Zohran Mamdani was elected mayor of New York City, and California passed Proposition 50. It was the best day for Democrats since they put Hamilton on Disney+. And none of it could have been achieved without the work of Democratic strategist Donald Trump. Tip of the cap to you, sir. That's right, 34-year-old Zohran Mamdani is set to become the youngest mayor of New York City in more than a century, and somehow still more mature than the last guy. That's right, Zohran Mamdani has been elected the next mayor of New York City, which means any moment now, Chuck Schumer will endorse him. During his acceptance speech yesterday after defeating former Governor Andrew Cuomo, New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani said, quote, "I wish Andrew Cuomo only the best in private life, but let tonight be the final time I utter his name. Damn, I thought he was a mild-mannered socialist, but he sounds like a member of the Night's Watch." Former New York Mayor Bill de Blasio shared a photo on social media yesterday of himself wearing a shirt that said "Hot Girls for Zohran." Well, he may not be our mayor anymore, but he'll always be our most embarrassing dad. Attorney General Pam Bondi said yesterday that the Biden Justice Department seized President Trump's official cell phone from his first term, and now she's retaliating by seizing Biden's phone. When asked yesterday why President Trump recently got an MRI, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that she would check on it, but then Trump busted in and yelled, "Penis too big." "That's why I got it. No, that was why. They're worried, but they The largest healthcare provider in Maine has issued an apology after mistakenly sent letters to more than 500 living patients that said they were dead. "Dibs!" yelled Stephen King. The New York Jets announced yesterday they have traded 2 defensive players. Said the players, "Defensive? What's that supposed to mean?" That's the one we talked the most about today. And finally, People magazine yesterday named actor Jonathan... Yeah, why not? Make some noise for Jonathan Bailey. People magazine yesterday named actor Jonathan Bailey its new sexiest man alive. Wow, yesterday was a real double whammy for Curtis Sliwa. President Trump reportedly wants to build a new arch at the entrance to Washington, D.C., and has been reviewing designs for a small, medium, and large-sized version. Let me save you the time. He's going with a large. No one whose apartment looks like this is going to say, "You know what? Let's go settle." President Trump has reportedly described New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani in private as a good talker and talented politician. And you know someone is a good talker when they don't say stuff like "good talker." CNN reporter Caitlin Collins shared a picture of the outside of the White House yesterday that appears to show a gold sign that says the Oval Office. Great. He took the highest seat of power in the Western world and made it look like one of those restaurants where they're really proud of their huge pepper grinders. The Trump administration has announced plans to begin limiting air traffic tomorrow at 40 of the country's biggest airports amid the government shutdown. Man, if it turns out people can't fly home for the holidays, he might just win a 3rd term after all. No, it's not my fault, Mom. During an address to business leaders yesterday in Miami, President Trump said that the photo of himself working at McDonald's during his 2024 campaign was, quote, "the biggest hit in the history of Google." Yeah, they did get a lot of traffic that day. During the same address, President Trump recounted photo ops from his 2024 campaign, including the McDonald's shot and the, quote, "garbage truck shot." And don't forget that great Maybelline ad. The dairy brand Tillamook has announced a new collaboration with the makers of Kewpie mayonnaise to offer a new hybrid condiment, Butternaise, while customers are experiencing a new hybrid stroke heart attack. Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood recently crashed a Hobbit-themed wedding taking place at a former filming location in New Zealand. Everyone was excited to see him until he stole the ring and chucked it into a volcano. Like, what do we think was gonna happen? The makers of Oreos recently unveiled their Thanksgiving dinner-inspired cookies, which come in 6 flavors, including turkey with gravy, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, and weed in the driveway. And finally, former NFL quarterback Tom Brady revealed this week that his dog, Junie, is a clone of his dog that passed in 2023. He got the idea after it worked on Gronk. That was our monologue, everybody.